What's the biggest bullet you've ever dodged? I was 16 when I went on a first date with this extremely charming guy I met at a cafe, and everything seemed normal until we got to the restaurant. When we did, though, he shifted the entire conversation from the regular small talk we were having to trying to figure out how much I would be missed if I randomly disappeared. He kept asking about my parents, specifically how much I speak with them and how often we see each other. He also asked the same thing about every single one of my extended family members, my roommates, my friends, my coworkers, and anybody else who knew me. I asked him why he wanted to know this, and he smirked, saying just asking for future reference. I then asked what he meant by future reference, and he made a joke about how he needed to know this for when he takes me on his special trip. He then smiled and giggled, saying there was nothing to worry about and that his special trip was to a freeing place. If the alarm bells weren't already ringing in my head, he then talked about his home, which was a little cabin out in the middle of nowhere. When I asked him why he lived in the middle of nowhere, he told me it was because the things he likes to do require a lot of privacy. And then came the cherry on top, the fact he kept buying me cocktails throughout the whole date while only having water himself. He was in his mid-20s and I had a ton of makeup on, and so I wasn't ID'd. By the end of the date, I was quite tipsy and very unaware of the danger. And so when he asked me to come over to his place, I wanted to say yes. But then I got this gut feeling telling me not to do it. I was too tipsy to discern why I was feeling this way, but it was way too strong to ignore. I told him no and refused his offer to drop me home and called a cab for myself. It's only when I freshened up did I realize what had happened, and that if not for that gut feeling, I'd very likely be unalive right now.